19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why these talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move it was all a dream. Keep on talking and talking that pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it's time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about the that you do? Why you always rapping about the that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's up like that. If it's up like that, it's up like that.
Sometimes my feelings are sometimes I can't even give it a try.
Sometimes I keep it inside, but still I cry. Still I cry.
Yeah, hey, London, stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Again, it's Johnson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Now run straight ahead with one. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flipped it over and watch.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson laying himself out in the end zone. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a first and 10 at their own 18. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. They'll come up now, 3rd and 9. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 65 yards. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny open lane to him. He still avoided the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Steelers take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And some room to work. Taking it right down Broadway. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 31 yards there and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth, 36 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Escaping the pressure right, and incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow on play action. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here we go. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
11.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
11.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well. His teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction? Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burrow?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The slot man in motion right. Here comes a 1st down throw from Rudolph. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Rudolph throwing again. A short one there to Freiermuth. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On 1st down, it's Rudolph. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Back to throw, Rudolph. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. Rudolph. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now it's Rudolph. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They go play action with Burrow. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the 1st half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
11 Thomas.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and shorted the sticks.
Somewhere able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Here's one deep for Pickens. And this throw will be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here we go.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
11 mighty.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch a game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 74 yards. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And quickly they get to the line. Now Rudolph on 1st down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They begin with a run by Mixon. And good running there as he'll take this all the way out to midfield. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open, that's a good start for him. Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Mixing up the middle. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, 38 yards. And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. Some quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
McPherson now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Rudolph's throw complete to Freiermuth. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Rudolph now to throw. Now that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now Rudolph. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Third and 14.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They will snap it to Rudolph. Pressure comes and down he goes. So following the failed try on 4th down will change ends and change possession. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Gun. Cut. 11. 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Over the middle to Smith. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. Touchdown! Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw from Joe Burrow as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game. McPherson on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
A quick throw out wide caught by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Make them feel it, baby.
2nd and 6.
Rudolph looking to throw it. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Steelers get a bit closer. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he is caught. He will have the 1st down and a bit more. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase, 41 yards. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able. And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.